I like to describe this as a brand that already has a legacy at QVC. So many of you have come to trust the Picture Keeper to preserve your most important memories, your most important documents, your important contacts, all of the things that should you lose them, you would frankly kind of freak out, right? And it's such a small thing, but it has saved so many people from the worry of losing their information and their photos. We know that you also love it for being able to preserve your existing hard copy photos. I'm talking about the ones that date back to the 60s and the 50s, right? Well, we're bringing you now the 64 gig storage device with something that's a brand new innovation, and I think it makes a lot of sense to have it with the Picture Keeper. This pouch that now comes with the Picture Keeper is fire resistant and water resistant. And it's big enough that it holds not just the Picture Keeper, but should you choose, important timepieces and jewelry and passports and birth certificates. We'll talk about that, but first let's discuss the fact that this is only $89.98 with an if purchased separately of $204. Free shipping and handling, we've had a lot of that in our show, and color choices. So first up, we've got it in the silver. We have turquoise, red, and rose gold. Your if purchased separately is on your screen right now. Just the Picture Keeper alone has a value of almost $180. And the fire resistant pouch, I know you're really going to love that too. Sarah Catalesi is one of our tech and lifestyle experts, and she often brings us Picture Keeper. It's something that pretty much all of us here at this point own. And it was, I actually purchased it first because I never wanted to lose the photos that were in my phone. Then I come to realize I've got these boxes of photos of Gabby when she was an infant and my mom when she was a child. And I go, now I know I never have to lose those either.
Oh, for sure. So there's definitely like the two sides of Picture Keeper, which we love. But when we're looking at Picture Keeper, it kind of takes the guesswork out of how do I back up. We all know we should be backing up, but a lot of us don't simply because we don't know where to start. Well, you start with Picture Keeper. Now 64 gigs is actually going to hold up to 16,000 pictures, and it's only going to back up your newest content. Content meaning pictures, videos, and contacts. So what you're going to do is if you could take a look at the phone, then we can actually go through and realize that even if you're missing or you're running out of memory on your phone, you can actually, move pictures here. You could take photos directly to your Picture Keeper drive. But taking that simple step of pressing the backup key on this really does safeguard all of your photos. Again, it's irreplaceable moments. And as we're going through this, think about what would you lose if one day your phone didn't turn on, you lost it, it broke, never having backed up your photos. We just came out of the most popular time for backing up or for taking pictures, right? So let's preserve those memories. But then there's a whole nother side of Picture Keeper that, yes, not only are you preserving the newest photos that you're taking, but you're really safeguarding your other photos as well. So what I'm going to do is just hit start backup, and then we're going to come back and take a look at it. But let's get this started just so you can see it. It's actually going to go through, and you're going to see this white bar go across the bottom. It's doing every single bit of work for you. It's finding the photos, one that have never been backed up before. So it's going to go through and back up. And as I look this is like my whole growing up years for the kids, right? It's irreplaceable moments that I know are being copied now to
highlight reel of your life.
It really is. So again, I'm going to put this down because I think it's really important for you to see like the second side of Picture Keeper as well. So if it only did backup, I think it's amazing. But if you're picking this up to help like safeguard all of your photos as well, I mean, we all have photos that, maybe they belong to our grandparents. Maybe they, are in one album. Someone in the family is the keeper of that album.
I have quite a few actually that are permanently glued to the pages.
Yeah, so now I'm showing you on an iPad, but you can truly use it on a phone as well. All you have to do is hover your phone over that picture. Now, it put that blue box, you hit take the picture, right? Now I'm going to continue, but you can see there's some scratches. This is my dad actually when he was learning to walk, and there's like a little bit of a glare up there. We have a little magic wand, and I'm going to hit retouch. So when you're seeing these waves come across the screen, what it's doing is actually retouching that picture. Now I'm going to save it, but Picture Keeper goes one step further. I'm going to hit that same magic wand, and I'm going to hit colorize. So you're going to actually see this black and white photo come to life. And I think what's remarkable about this is now you can save this. You have a digital file that you now can save, send, create an album, post it on Facebook, do whatever it is you want to do, but know that it's protected. So get yourself, situated. Think about, I would like to think that we're out of, storm season now and snow, but think about this. All you have to do, and it doesn't even have to be straight. You can even take them like this. Just scan all your photos, Jen, and then you can go back and just start editing as you go along. But whether you're removing unwanted people in your picture or you are, colorizing these, right? I think it's magical because with all the magic tools that we have, you're able, I'll come back and show you, you can magic erase, right? Take people, things, trash, the imperfections out. You can retouch and you can colorize, because then when you're done, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you these, you have the ability to then just enjoy these pictures, right? So again, being able to colorize, I think we have a little bit of a glare on this, for the color.
Still looks
there
great.
You go. But I'm gonna come back here too, and I love this photo because Jen has a story with this picture. But yeah, so this one too, one of my favorite photos. But again,
I love this every time I see it. This is my grandpa. And my grandma, I never got to meet my grandmother. She passed away when my dad was 13 years old. And this is the two of them at a Mardi Gras parade in New Orleans. And it's one of 3 photos that I have of my grandmother. And there it is. The first time I saw this colorized was live on television, and I could not help but cry. It was like getting closer to a woman I'd never been able to meet, who was very important to me. And my grandfather, who I did know and has since passed, it's such a beautiful memory to have of the two of them in a very joyful moment. And then my dad was watching at the same time, and he got emotional too. He's like, I'd never seen that photo in color. Yeah, it was remarkable. But now I'm not just seeing it happen for a few seconds and that's it. I can save it. I can send it to my dad. He's sending it to his siblings. All the while, that one copy that we have is kept, preserved, maybe, in that fire-resistant, water-resistant pouch that you get. But everybody gets to enjoy an enlivened version of a photo that, frankly, over time is dying. There's no other way to preserve them. They're going to degrade over time. So to your point, if it only did that to my existing photos, which I can turn around and make into a coffee mug or a photo memory book or a T-shirt or a blanket, right? If it only did that, it's worth $89.98. If it only saved, look, I do back up to the cloud, and I always kind of go, what is the cloud? And is there a satellite that's going to come falling out of the sky one day and I'm not going to have my pictures anymore? I don't know. So it's a great backup plan to the backup plan. All the while, guys, this thing is kind of a beast, all right? So it's going to be water resistant, fire resistant. Keep it in your house. Put birth certificates, cash money, jewelry, whatever it is you want to protect inside of it. It's what you got here.
Yeah, and it's great because then this could slip in a drawer. But the thing is, you know exactly where all your most important but most valuable jewelry, of course, your picture keeper. But as we look next to you, Jen, this right here, this is my husband's grandmother, right? So all of her little Italian grandmother, all of her handwritten recipe cards.
These are the good recipes.
You can now digitize.
Italian grandma, come on.
Exactly, but this picture right here is over 20 years old. It's a single copy. I think I have Olivia. Yeah, she's 5. Well, that little girl is turning 25 this summer. So it's the only thing. So enjoy the process. It's a labor of love, but you're going to enjoy sitting back and really saving the pictures that truly mean the most.
That's a really good way to pass the time, right? And then share it with your loved ones. It's the silver, the turquoise, the red, and the rose gold with the fire-resistant pouch. E318192 is your item number. Ships to you for free. It's always a fun set of demonstrations, Sarah. Thank you so much for showing it to us, and it's easy to do. All right, so looking back to earlier in our show,